Alright, what's up, guys? So, shout out to Dexter2. But anyways, they had posted a tweet, and it's from the publishers. I think maybe publishers and developers. Well, it just says publishers. But anyways, reading the tweet, GTA 6 publisher Take-Two Interactive is concerned with bombing harm currently in gaming. Now, here's the thing, I guess, to overall explain this to developers, because if you guys follow me on Twitch, if you hear some of this stuff that I be talking about, a lot of the times I be saying some things about video games where it's like, fam, if you come out with a game and it's a game meant for all people, there is no way possible, all right? And the crazy thing about it, it's like games usually like that survive. They last a while. They end up being good. But it's like when you make a game where it's only meant for one audience, and then it's like overall that audience doesn't like it, that's why the game gets review bombs. Because it's like the audience that you're trying to attract, if they don't like it, what makes you think the rest of the audience is going to like it? So I'm saying, like with Grand Theft Auto 6, that's what I'm saying. This has to be a game, even though it's most likely going to be a game rated M for mature, it has to be a game for everybody. I'm saying like a game that when a kid, because you know kids is going to be playing this game, a game where kids are going to remember it when they get older, and then a game where adults, it's like, fam, this is probably the best Grand Theft Auto I've ever played. That's what you want people to be saying about your game. And it's like, how do you do that? You have to listen to the audience. You can't just come out with a video game and then not listen to the audience and then assume that that audience is going to. That's like, okay, my thing is this. Imagine if you go to a restaurant, you go in there, the cook doesn't even hear what you'd like. Yeah, you go and say, oh, I want this item, that item, this item, that item. They come out there with stuff that you didn't even ask for. You're going to be mad about that. You're not going to go and be like, oh, well, I guess I'll give you guys a good review. No, you didn't even listen to what I wanted. And then when I do ask for it, then you ignore it. People don't like that. That's something that developers need to understand, that you have to listen to your audience. You cannot come out with a video game and not listen to your audience. If the audience, the thing is this, you guys have more than enough time to do good, and I mean good things with Grand Theft Auto 6. If this game comes out and it's not good, don't be surprised by the review bombing. Because, and that's somewhere it's like, for an example, the video game the day before, that was probably, if there was any game that was going to be bigger, and let's just say if that game came out and it came out good, if there was any game that was going to be bigger than Grand Theft Auto, or at least on that scale of Grand Theft Auto 6, it would have been that game. But we all seen what happened when that game came out. That game came out, they changed it into something that we didn't even ask for, and that's why people review bombed the game. And that's why those developers and the publishers, they disappeared. I know you guys don't want that with yourselves. So that's what I'm saying. If you come out with Grand Theft Auto 6, you have to listen to the audience. You cannot come out with a game that's only meant to you for your guys' likings and then just assume that, oh, well, if we like it, then everybody else is going to like it. No, it don't work. Maybe with some things, but it's not going to work like that with everything that exists. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you are going to have to listen to the audience when it comes to Grand Theft Auto 6. And if you guys don't be surprised if this game has a mixed rating, a mostly negative rating, a very negative rating, an overwhelmingly negative rating. Even if it has, like, because my thing is this, the two ratings that you want, I guess if we're talking Steam, is very positive and overwhelmingly positive. Those are the reviews that you want for your game. That's what you want the review section to say for your guys' game. If it says anything less than that, I guarantee and I promise you, it's like, it ain't gonna be good for you guys, all right? Mostly positive, yeah, that means like, okay, the game came out, you are going to release some stuff, but it did have like some good content in the game and stuff, but it just didn't have the content that we wanted, but it's content that's in the game that we can overall accept. But if you guys release this game and it's halfway busted, broken, just downright horrible, yeah, we're not going to give this game a good rating because it's Grand Theft Auto. It's like you got people out here spending $70. That's just for standard. And then it's like when you have it where you're releasing these special editions and they cost $100, $150. People ain't gonna be. That's why when whatchamacallit, EA College Football, I seen people out there pay $150 for that game just for them to not even like it. That's not good, man. That's not, even if it is $60, even if it is the bare minimum. I'm saying you have to understand that, and that's why I'm like, what people need to start doing with their games is come out with a demo or with a beta like testing, and have it where the audience, like, we review the game early and we was like, okay, like, how do you guys overall like this game? But it's like, when you go based off of your liking, that's not going based off of the whole audience's liking. That's just only going based on your liking. And then it's like, okay, well, don't be surprised if the game does get review bombed. So that's what I'm saying. You have to listen to the audience. You cannot come out with a game and not listen to the audience. If you look at a lot of different games out there that got bad ratings, that's why, all right? And again, talking on that video game the day before, they made it seem like that was going to be, if you guys are familiar with the video game The Division, they made it seem like that it was going to be like that, but with zombies. Out of nowhere, they decided to switch it up to an extraction shooter, and it wasn't even good. People couldn't even connect into games. People was like, I'm saying, like, that it's something where it's like, come on now, really, sit down and think about it. Did you honestly think that was just gonna slide with the audience? No, it wasn't. And that's why that game doesn't even exist anymore. If you guys want that same thing for Grand Theft Auto 6, then continue doing what you're doing. But if you want this game to be good, you literally have millions of people around the world. And I'm saying, like, if you guys even were to do polls or make a tweet saying, hey, what would you guys like to see in Grand Theft Auto 6? Or Instagram posts, YouTube videos, TikTok videos. I'm saying listening to the audience can get you far with your video game, all right? So anyways, because I'm saying listening to the audience, how could the game possibly get review bombed? Like, let's just say if you guys listen to the audience, they're all like, hey, we want to see sports in Grand Theft Auto 6. And you're all like, okay, day one, you guys are going to be able to play soccer, basketball, and football, with your friends online. And then they're all like, hey, I want to be able to, have some, like, role-playing aspects in the game. It's like, all right, we're going to have it where you get to play as a police officer, a taxi driver, you get to play as a freaking medic, ambulance, like, just, some paramedic and things. What are some other, then later on, we're at, like, other jobs that you can play at, and stuff. And let's say, like, oh, we want, like, some, like, different, like, heist missions. All right, well, like, let us know what type of heist missions you guys would like to see, and then we'll add it in there and stuff. We want more opportunities to make more money in the game. Okay, we'll add that. But it's like, if you're only going to be adding stuff in the game that's just going to be taking more and more money out of our pocket, and we're getting less and less content, because when you think of Grand Theft Auto 5, and then even Grand Theft Auto 4, you had Grand Theft Auto 4 where it had two of probably the best DLCs in Grand Theft Auto history. That's talking on the Ballad of Gay Tony and the Lost in the Dam. What was the situation with Grand Theft Auto 5? You guys could have added so many different story DLCs in the game. All you just did was add, like, newer cars to the multiplayer, and it's like, but you made it where the cars cost like $6, $10, $20 million. But if we only were able doing the money that we were making missions, we were only getting like 13,000. Then when people was mod money in the game, you came out with a patch and took that away. So I'm saying, like, all the things that we overall are doing or want in this game, you gotta add that in GTA 6 in order for the game to get good ratings. Hopefully somebody from Rockstar sees this video. If not, then yeah, people, don't be surprised if this game comes out and it ain't good, alright? So, but most likely it might be good to an extent, but after a while it's like, yeah, who knows? We might end up getting bored of it. But if they come out with but it's like, I mean, you guys did, like, the last few, or more so the story. I feel like the story will probably be solid, but if anything else, yeah, it's like, like, Red Dead Redemption 2, for an example, they ain't did nothing to multiplayer in that. And I'm like, fam, what was the reason of even releasing multiplayer if the main focus was y'all could have just released what they should have, well, I mean, I guess, like, well, no, what they should have did was release the campaign, had it where you create a character, but you helped out all those guys in the missions. So it's like, okay, we ain't got to do no multiplayer stuff. It's like, yeah, it's just, it's all right then and there. Or just had it where multiplayer and single player was just tied in. But if you want to play offline, you very well can do that. But Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just let's overall see what happens when this game comes out. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, I'm not gonna be surprised by it because I ain't played so many bad games these past few years. It's like I'm not even surprised by games when they come out and it's not good. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.